Get ready to dive into a world where empires stand on the brink of war and terrible monsters tear at the fragile borderlands of men. The Adventurer Conqueror King System Imperial Imprint, or as we like to call it, Acts 2, is now live on Kickstarter. Acts 2 is the new edition of the acclaimed best-selling fantasy role-playing game. You'll find everything you need to enjoy epic fantasy campaigns with a sweeping scope. Whether you want to crawl through dungeons, experiment with alchemy, crossbreed monsters, run a merchant emporium, raise an undead legion, or even conquer an empire, Acts 2 supports your playstyle. Acts 2 integrates experience point mechanics, making campaign activities a seamless part of the core gameplay loop. Your character levels up in new and exciting ways each time you play, adding massive replayability to each of your adventures. Acts 2 offers 18 character classes, 378 spells, new combat mechanics, and so much more. Support Acts 2 on Kickstarter today.
Somewhere in between, round the table with your friends, playing Dungeons and Dragons. And if life ever knocks you down, your dice will surely turn around. Roll your stats, it's time to quest. Let's put your characters to the test.
Hello, and welcome to Knocked Prone, a podcast of high crits, small fits, and varying wits. My name is Cade, and I'm the host and dungeon master of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure. And I am joined here by the players to my left.
Jameson as Jack Spriggans.
Danny playing Yui Otto.
As last we left our adventurers, they were attacked by the Lambs of Slaughter, who were insistent that they owned Yui. Yui, our new adventurer, who was raised by a group of assassins, and now they consider Yui their property. Yui wanted to go back to get a special magic item his father owned at a laboratory that was an abandoned Lambs of Slaughter that has now been taken over by the artist formerly known as Giant and his gang. And you guys met a jester named Valentine. She gave you some really cool soda that had some really cool effects that Yui is hanging on to. And you guys are currently right next to a room with a pro wrestler named Tom the Bomb.
Excellent.
So, what are you guys doing?
Vibing.
Yeah, we're rolling.
We're just vibing with Valentine now, bro.
Yeah, Valentine's like, okay, guys, I see that you're vibing, but like, Tom the Bomb's pretty cool. So like, he might hurt us a little bit.
I thought he was cool.
Well, he's cool at fighting.
Mm.
He and Rye Guy are a team, and they're gonna challenge Tony Full Nelson to a to a wrestling match. Tony Full Nelson obviously being one of the 5 Nelson brothers.
Yeah, of course. Yes. Mm-hmm. I'm familiar. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Very nice.
Hey,
Can we get their autographs?
I mean, you could ask Tony. He's probably gonna try and kill us if we go see him while he's fighting. But you never know.
Well,
You never know.
do we try to find a way around, or should we just go through?
I want Tom's autograph.
All right.
Tom the Bomb?
Yep.
Okay. Well, you
I'm
can
gonna go
knock
up
on
and
his.
yeah, I'll go up and knock on the door. Hiya.
Impulse control.
Who is knocking at my door?
Hi, my name's Yui Otto.
Don't you know that I'm prepping for a wrestling match?
Wow.
I wasn't ready. I peed just a little, though. Like, take a half step back, eyes wide, like, I don't know if I want Tom's autograph anymore.
Do you need our help prepping?
Send in Rye Guy. I need to do my stretches.
Should we go get Rye Guy?
Rye Guy's sleeping.
Oh, yeah. He's asleep.
We were supposed to go on 5 minutes ago. Doesn't he know that I have a tight schedule?
Maybe you should go wake him up.
Roll me persuasion.
22.
You're right. I'm gonna go wake up Raw Guy, and then we're gonna go fight. Way to go, brother. And he gives you he comes outside, gives you a predator handshake. He's like, who's got something for me to sign? Come on.
I hold up my arm,
Okay, kid, you got something for me to sign this with?
and I pull out, chow, a 4-color pen, and I pop out the red one.
Oh, red. Dominant. That's what I like. He signs Tom the Bomb without a B at the end of bomb. Just B-O-M.
Nice.
And then he's like, and you, what do you want me to sign?
Sign my forehead.
No. A man.
A real man.
A real man. Leave this on the foes of your enemy. Give me a headbutt. And he headbutts, and Tom the Bomb appears on his head too with this fresh ink. He hands you back your pen, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go get Ryan! And then he walks out of the room.
What a character.
Wow. This place is so much nicer than I remember it.
He's jacked, bro.
Yeah, as he walks away, you just see full blown, like, bottom half of him stacked. Top half of him, okay.
He skips like chest day sometimes.
Skips chest days.
That's all right. Dip into his room if he's walking away, I think.
Yep.
Yeah. So you walk into his room, and you notice in the corner of the room there is a gelatinous cube that is over the toilet.
Don't
in
like
this
that.
room. It doesn't move. It's just sitting there, and it's waiting for somebody to really need to use the bathroom.
Hey, Valentine.
Yeah.
What's the deal with the jelly cube?
Oh, he's hungry, so sometimes whenever
Valentine.
well, like whenever somebody loses against Tony Full Nelson, we throw him in there, and then it doesn't bother us. We don't bother it. It's hard because we have to use the porta potty outside, but I mean, it's better than dying. Both of you make me a perception check.
That's gonna be a big ol' 6.
Big ol' 6.
Big ol' 6.
12.
With a 12, actually, you are able to notice in the corner of the room there is some rubble that has kind of fallen, and you kind of recognize this as a pathway out. You have a vague memory of this being the exit route that you took with your father when your father died, and it leads to some halfling house.
Oh, yeah. I remember this is a pathway we can take to get out if we need to.
Excellent. Escape route.
Yes.
Love it.
There's some lovely people at the end. But first, we need to get some stuff, and I'm going to, pop through, assuming I didn't see anything interesting in here.
Yeah.
No.
It's a barren room other than the toilet.
So I just kind of quickly skip on to the next room.
Into the hallway to, the next room? Okay. You guys, as you open the door, it makes a loud... And you hear through a loud intercom speaker, ladies and gentlemen, tonight we have challengers Tom the Bomb featuring his new partner. He's mean, he's green, he does not raise like bread, Rye Guy! And then a crowd,
I know them! Scream it out and, run out.
Oh my god, I know them!
and as you guys exit this tunnel, smoke shoots out of the tunnel that you guys are exiting, and you enter into this circular arena that is 30 feet long and 30 feet wide. In the center of the arena is a ginormous hill giant with slicked back hair, with this switchblade comb that he every so often uses to comb his hair back. He has ripped jeans that are cut at the knees, obviously for better movement. Red leather jacket. He's super buff up top. He wears no shirt to show off his rippling biceps and muscles and pecs. He looks at you two and he says, Rye Guy and Tom the Bomb, here we are. Death match. And he points to the top and he says, lower the belt. And up from the top, lowered from the top comes the belt that you are searching for, Yui. It has plastered on the front of it some WWE style championship belt on it, but it's a magical item that they have no idea what they're using it for. And behind this hill giant, sitting atop a throne, is a gigantic blue storm giant. You can assume to be the artist formerly known as Giant, as he is watching this event take place while grapes are being fed to him and such. But the arena is alive with applause as everyone's Tom the Bomb, Rye Guy, Tom the Bomb, Rye Guy.
Well, I immediately copy the guy's outfit that we walked out to see.
Yeah.
But, like, because I'm, like, not as ripped as him, it just looks, like, a little weird. But just copy his, like, same attire.
We got a mini-me, folks. All right. I want to see a clean fight. And as we all know, this is to the death. Fighters, any questions?
I raise my hand.
Tom the Bomb, yes?
I know what it says on my forehead, but that's not my name.
We just got signatures, and I'll, like,
They're still
lift
getting
my arm
ready.
as well.
The crowd laughs. Huge laugh goes throughout the crowd that they're like, oh, we got a couple of scaredy cats. All right, round one. Ding, ding. Everyone roll initiative.
Oh, no. I'm not ready. 16.
18.
Yui, you get the first jump on things as you see this hill giant fumble for his great club.
Well, I'm like imagining he's like picking it up, and so it's like going down from him. Do like a jump over past, like turning and dig the knives into like his two shoulder blades, like using them to stop me from like flying past. And I'm leaning in, so if I don't roll to hit, I'll fly past. All right, so we had an 18, which is more, but I think it's enough. And then 10 plus.
You don't decide.
It's a 17 for the second one.
Both are gonna hit.
Sweet. So yeah, jump by, turn, use the knives to like stop my momentum, digging in, and then I'm like basically grappling him, but not really restraining him, but just now behind him.
All right.
And I'll roll damage for these bad boys. 15 damage total for both.
Awesome. And is that the end of your turn?
Yes, sir.
So you cleave your knives into this hill giant, and he's like, close combat. Don't you know they call me Tony Full Nelson for a reason?
Oh,
and
no.
with that, it's Jack, your turn.
All right. I will cast Armor of Agathis on myself at 3rd level.
Okay.
Some temp HP. I'm going to need it to stay alive.
Do you like pour some water over yourself? It glistens. What's your favorite color? Green?
Yeah.
Glistens in this eldritch green armor over yourself, and yes, you look wonderful now.
I sparkle.
You sparkle in
Excellent.
cold, very cold damage.
Excellent. And then as a bonus action, I am going to use my elemental gift, which my genie patron bestowed upon me. And how high is the ceiling?
The ceiling is 45 feet tall.
Okay, I'm going to fly 30 feet straight up.
Fly.
Yep.
Nice.
Yep.
Are you going for the belt?
I had not considered that, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes. I'm just going to go straight for the belt. I'm like, that's the prize. So yeah, but I am going to fly straight up from where I am first.
Okay. Wonderful. So you fly 30 feet up. Is there anything else you'd like to do with your turn?
Nope, that's it.
Okay. It is now Tony Full Nelson's turn. And Tony is going to, seeing that you're on him, he's like, oh, I'm going to teach you what Full Nelson actually is. And he's going to try and hit you.
Smack his back with his own club.
Does a 22 hit?
Yes, sir.
And does a 27 hit?
Yes, sir.
All right. You will take,
A lot of damage. Don't die.
you are going to take 30 points of damage as he hits you with both of his hands, and then he gets you into a Full Nelson grab, and he starts looking at you. He's like, yeah, not so tough now, are you, Rye Guy?
Just like insta knocks me out.
Insta knocks you out?
Yeah,
Okay.
just-
You
oh,
go
no.
limp in his arms, and he lets you go, and then he calls his shot as he points up at you, Jack. That is the end of his turn. Yui, make me a death save.
Oh no.
There's a 3.
Yep.
So 1 failure in the fail column. 1 natural 1, and you gone.
You better not die.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
We only just met.
Jack, you are up.
Okay, how far away from the belt am I?
You are 25 feet away from the belt.
Okay. And it's secured just like with a rope?
Yes.
Okay. Well, Yui's unconscious now, so I guess I'm not going to really prioritize that at this point. So, I am going to, from my position in the air, cast my second spell slot. I'm going to cast Summon Undead, because I don't want to be alone.
Okay. You summon, how many undead are you summoning?
So I call forth a single undead spirit, and I am going to manifest it right above Mr. Full Nelson. And it is going to be ghostly. So
Okay.
it is a ghost. and it will take its turn immediately after mine.
Okay.
So I'll summon this undead right directly above Mr. Full Nelson, and then I will move the 25 feet to the belt, and I'll end my turn there. And as I'm moving, I'll just say, "Get him!" to the ghost that I've summoned.
So you were right at the belt, and Tony Full Nelson is looking up, and he's like, "Hey, that's so unfair." But then it is your ghostie's turn, Casper.
Yes, Casper the Geist. And it is going to do a multi-attack, baby.
Okay.
And that is going to be a 19 to hit on the first one.
19 hits.
Excellent. And a 28 on the second one.
Wow, yes, definitely hits.
That is going to be a total of 18 necrotic damage. And
Okay.
will you have Mr. Full Nelson make a wisdom saving throw, please?
Yes. You can tell that he is not the wisest guy.
I assume.
10 is his save.
That is a fail.
Yes.
Mr. Full Nelson is now frightened of my ghost.
A frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within line of sight. The creature can't willingly move closer to the source of its fear.
Well, there we go.
And with that is at the end of your ghost's turn.
That is.
It is now Tony Full Nelson. He gets on his hands and rubs his hands through his hair and then realizes that he messes up his hair and combs it back again with his switchblade comb. And he's like, "The artist formerly known as Giant, what do I do? They're gonna get the belt." And the artist formerly known as Giant holds his thumb out sideways. And with that, Yui, make me a death save.
That's a 12.
With a 12, that is one success and one failure in the column. Jack, it is your turn, as the artist formerly known as Giant is holding his thumb out sideways in a Julius Caesar-esque
I was going to say, if he
fashion.
turns that thumb down, am I going to die?
Not you.
Interesting.
The crowd is chanting, "Finish it, finish it,
Oh, no.
finish it, finish it."
Well, I mean, I'm right next to the belt, so I'm just going to... Can I just, like, untie it real quick?
Yeah, roll me sleight of hand.
Okay. Ooh, only a 13.
A 13 will do it.
Oh, good.
It was a 12. So with a 13, you successfully untie this belt from its holster, and the crowd erupts with applause and cheers as the artist formerly known as Giant turns his thumb down, and 50 arrows shoot out from the crowd and impale this Tony Full Nelson as his body drops with a gigantic thud to the floor, and he is dragged out towards the gelatinous cube.
And I'll just, to myself, wow, didn't expect that to just end. Now I'll look over at the artist formerly known as Giant. Thanks, pal.
Yeah.
Yeah!
Yeah. All right. Well, now that the games are finished.
Gotta heal my partner!
Oh, yeah.
I don't have any way to heal him. Oh, you got the vial. I'll fly down.
It's an action to give.
Uh-huh.
Yui, make me a death save.
I was gonna say, there's death saves in the middle of this.
Another 3.
2 deaths, 2 failures in the death save column with 1 success. Jack, it is again your turn.
Okay, so I'm next to him,
And you've seen his vial.
and I know where the vial is on his person, obviously.
Yes. Mhm.
And it's my whole turn to
an
uncork
action.
it and give it to him?
Yep.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. So as an action, you administer this to Yui, and Yui, you pop back into existence with
Where'd you
a
go?
level of exhaustion.
Oh no.
But you are back awake, and the artist formerly known as Giant looks at the two of you and is like, "That was the most tubular battle I've ever seen. I've never seen Tony get such an airheaded look on his face after he was just about to win. I thought he downed you with one hit, but little did he know that he was flying up to the top. All right, Ride Guy, Tom the Bomb, you guys are free to go. I'm gonna go through this portal now." And he moonwalks backwards into his portal that is behind him, and he is gone.
Wow.
What happened to Phony Bull Relson Melson?
Tony Full Nelson.
I don't correct him.
You're saying, like, just getting, you're like concussed from getting from getting back up.
He got shot like 50 times because I got the belt. Here's the belt.
Wow. All right. This is good.
Yeah, so this belt, it's like a WWE style champion belt. It's got the huge logo of the artist formerly known as Giant on the front of it, and it's golden with a black leather exterior, and it has these little pockets that seem to have these spectral knives that are like a spectral knife sheath that are sticking out of it. What this object does, you can pull 2 magic ranged daggers and hurl them. Since you are a soul knife, you would use your soul knife ability. This makes a ranged attack with each dagger, never runs out of daggers, and this belt allows your damage that happens with your spectral knives that you throw with your soul knife to go from a D6 and a D4 as a bonus action to a D8 and a D6 as a bonus action of damage, as well as you are never going to run out of your spectral knives during a battle because you could only summon 2 a turn. So now you have the ability to summon more if you ever get extra attack or anything with that, as well as it has some additional benefits, which I have texted you, like a +2 to damage and hitting.
Very nice. I am very excited. Yui will do like a little dance with it. He'll like take off his magical red belt, which isn't even a real one. It's an illusion, and like throw it, put this one on, and then redo his image again with just having it be a red belt again.
Nice. The front row catches your illusionary red belt, and a lady giant falls backwards onto an ogre and just completely like decimates this ogre. But yes, you put it on. As you were putting it on, you notice there's an inscription on the inside of your father's initials that are like scrawled into the inside of the belt. You guys stand victorious with belt in hand. You have multiple portals. Valentine enters into the room sheepishly and it's like, you won?
Yeah, Valentine, we did it.
Tony Full Nelson has never lost.
Yeah.
Tom the Bomb is on like his 5th partner. Rye Guy, like before Rye Guy, there were so many other partners that just died. But then for some reason, Tom the Bomb has stayed around. Oh my goodness. They're going to be so disappointed that you beat him.
They're going to be disappointed that they think we're them.
That too. Oh no.
Hey, Valentine, I think we should get out of here now.
I think we should get out of here too. Shall we take the portal?
Where's the portal go?
Where do we want to go?
Oh, just anywhere?
It goes to a specific location in the summer, autumn, winter, or spring courts.
Well, I'm okay with any of these.
Let's go somewhere warmer at least.
All right. Summer?
Sure.
All right. You guys all link arms, you, Valentine, and
Valentine.
Jack, Valentine, and Yui, and you walk through this portal and are transported to the summer court.
Excellent.
And I think that's where we're going to end our session.
All right.
My name is Cade, and I'm the host and dungeon master of this Dungeons & Dragons 5th edition adventure. And I am joined here by the players to my left.
Jameson as Jack.
Danny playing Yui.
All right, awesome. And remember that when life knocks you flat on your back, all you got to do is keep rolling. And hey, if you like our show, leave us a review. It really helps us get into more listening libraries. And if you like our show that much, maybe you should check out our Patreon too, because we have so many amazing benefits for our patrons that support us, including things like you can name and have your name as one of the NPCs, and I will insert it into our podcast world. You will become part of our podcast series forever as a lovely NPC. So if that sounds interesting to you, head on over to patreon.com/knocked. That's knocked, KNOCKED. And with that, we hope that you remember when life knocks you flat on your back, all you have to do is keep rolling, and we hope you have a wonderful rest of your day.